The 2023 Hollywood strike stands as one of the longest and most disruptive labor actions in the entertainment industry's storied history, grinding productions to a halt from July to November and thrusting thousands of actors, writers, and crew members into an abyss of uncertainty and financial strain. What began as a unified front against unfair streaming residuals and AI encroachments evolved into a seismic shift, exposing the fragility of a system built on gig work and fleeting fame. Among the countless talents sidelined by picket lines and stalled scripts was Hailee Steinfeld, the multifaceted performer whose career had been a whirlwind of accolades and versatility. Forced to confront a creative void she hadn't anticipated, Steinfeld channeled the downtime into reinvention, emerging not just unscathed but transformed, with a new venture that redefined her relationship with her audience and herself. Steinfeld's journey in the spotlight began precociously at age 10, with breakout roles in indie gems like She's a Fox, a short film that hinted at her raw talent, followed by the Coen brothers' True Grit, where her portrayal of Maddie Ross earned her a Critics' Choice nomination and whispers of Oscar buzz at just 14. That momentum carried into Romeo and Juliet, a modern adaptation where her Juliet breathed fresh fire into Shakespeare's tragedy, cementing her as a dramatic force. Over the years, she's amassed critical acclaim and a trophy case brimming with awards. From MTV Movie Awards for Pitch Perfect 2 to Golden Globe nods for The Edge of 17, her on-screen portrayals have spanned genres with effortless grace, heart-wrenching in The Fault in Our Stars follow-up 5 Feet Apart, empowering in Bumblebee, and vocally stunning in the Hawkeye series as Kate Bishop. Hollywood's darling, versatile and talented, Steinfeld was at a peak when the strike hit. Her calendar cleared overnight, leaving her adrift without the structure of sets or scripts. In a recent vulnerable interview with Bustle magazine, Steinfeld peeled back the layers of that disorienting period. "I felt so lost and so creatively stunted. I needed something, a form of connection. What do I do?" she recalled, her voice cracking slightly over the line, evoking the quiet desperation many felt during those months. The strike wasn't just lost wages. For artists like her, it was lost purpose. Rehearsals cancelled, premieres postponed, the industry's heartbeat silenced. Steinfeld, like her peers, wandered through days blurred by Zoom calls and endless scrolling. Yet, from this fog of uncertainty, she birthed Beau Society, a personal newsletter that started as a humble creative experiment but ballooned into a beacon of authenticity. Launched on Substack, it became a sanctuary where Steinfeld could write unfiltered. Essays on ambition's double edge, poems about love's quiet revolutions, dispatches from her evolving life. What began tentatively, weekly musings emailed to a handful of subscribers, quickly evolved into a major success, now boasting nearly 87,000 weekly readers hungry for her unvarnished voice. "My creative drive is through my newsletter," Steinfeld told Bustle, her reflection laced with gratitude for how the project reignited her artistic spirit. In an industry that commodifies vulnerability, Beau Society felt revolutionary. No agents scripting her words, no studios editing her edges. She penned about the strike's silver linings, the forced pause that let her read stacks of novels, experiment with pottery and deepen bonds strained by travel. Readers responded in droves, their comments a chorus of solidarity. "Your words feel like a hug," one wrote. "Finally, a star who speaks to us, not at us," said another. The newsletter's growth mirrored Steinfeld's own, from niche appeal to cultural conversation starter, featuring guest contributions from fellow artists and even interactive polls on everything from favorite indie bands to dream roles. One of Beau Society's most popular features was a playful Q&A with her husband, NFL star Josh Allen, a segment that humanized their high-profile romance and showcased Steinfeld's knack for blending levity with depth. The Buffalo Bills quarterback, known for his rocket arm and stoic demeanor on the field, revealed a softer side in their exchange. He recounted, with a chuckle that echoed through the newsletter's pages, how Steinfeld nearly spoiled his proposal. In a moment of bubbly impatience amid a scenic hike, she had exclaimed, "Can we get married already? What are you waiting for?" Uttered mere moments before he dropped to one knee with the ring. Allen laughed as he recalled his response. "Little did you know I was about to propose to you?" It was an anecdote that captured their dynamic, her effervescent energy meeting his steady calm, a partnership forged in stolen moments between her red carpets and his training camps. The couple, who had kept their relationship relatively private since going public in 2021, became engaged on November 22, 2024, in a low-key ceremony overlooking the ocean, and tied the knot on May 31, 2025, in an intimate California affair attended by close family and a smattering of industry friends. Beau Society gave fans a heartfelt peek into their love story, with Steinfeld sharing snippets. The custom vows exchanged under string lights, the playlist blending her indie folk with his country anthems, the cake flavored with her grandma's lemon recipe. Marriage isn't a plot twist, it's the character development we've both been writing toward, she wrote in one edition, a line that went viral for its poetic precision. Alan's Q&A added levity, touching on how her arcane voice work inspired his pre-game rituals, or how they bonded over bad horror movies during off-seasons. The strike's shadow loomed large, but Steinfeld's reinvention underscores resilience. Post-resolution, she's booked solid, voicing in Spider-Verse sequels, starring in a rom-com with rising director Greta Lee, but Beau Society endures as her anchor. It's not just a newsletter, it's a movement inspiring others to claim narrative control. For Steinfeld, 28 and Boundless, the shutdown was a plot pivot, from child prodigy to empowered creator, proving that even in stasis stories evolve.